Look at the extent of the degradation on the turret.
The starboard side reading is clear.
Logging the coordinates now. The distortion is decreasing.
Ring here.
It matches the 1944 photo, but the corrosion has accelerated.
Roger, bring the pressure up slightly on the hull. We're getting a lot of resistance from these roots. Look at the pitting on this armor. Incredible. Yeah,
it's very fragile. Watch the hose pressure.
Take the tension slowly, watch the rear strap. Steady, steady, hold it there.
The corrosion on the idler wheel is extensive, grade 4 at least. Agreed. We need to document the depth of the pitting here before we attempt to free the links.
Okay, pull it slowly. Watch the clearance on the sprocket. Coming clear now, hold it there.
The corrosion here is worse than the blueprint suggested.
We might need to fabricate this section entirely.
We have separation, take the weight. Confirm, traversing now, keep it level. Copy that. Looks good for placement.
The interior is remarkably preserved by the swamp, offering a unique archaeological insight into the conditions of 1944.
Make sure you get the serial number on that casing. Yeah.
Right here. The corrosion is much heavier on this side.
Just a little higher, watch the clearance.
Right.
Okay, hold it there and traverse right.
This 1944 T-34-85 hull has been stripped to the bare metal, revealing the scars of war and the meticulous work of the restoration team.
The pitting here is consistent with the 1944 schematic.
Yes, the laser scan confirms the depth at marker 3B.
Scan complete on the turret ring. Data looks stable. All right, let's cross-reference with the 1944 schematics.
It looks good. The alignment is within tolerance now.
Excellent work. Maintain pressure for another minute.
Okay, bring it down slowly on the left side. Yeah.
How does that look on the seam?
Almost perfect. Just a hair more forward.
We need to ensure the gap is uniform before welding.
Just a slight adjustment here. That should hold.
Make sure that's seated properly before the next one.
Yep, it's good.
The measurement here is slightly inconsistent with the schematic.
The scan data confirms the geometry is within tolerance for the Model 85.
This corrosion near the manifold needs a priority tag.
Agreed. I've captured the macro shots of the area you labeled.
All right, the head is clear. Bring the hoist over slowly. Copy that.
Making sure the alignment is perfect before we set it down on the tray.
The run out on cylinder 4 is almost 30 thousandths.
That explains the blow-by we saw during the initial assessment.
The pressurized solvent cuts through decades of accumulated grease and brown oxidation, revealing the authentic 1944 dark gray metal beneath.
Easy, slow it down right there. All right,
Watch the clearance on this side. Okay, bring it down slowly now.
looks good. Set it down gently.
Check the alignment on the final drive. Looks good. Torquing the bolts now. Gear shift linkage is clear.
And the pedals?
Smooth travel on the brake and clutch. Check the voltage on the auxiliary line. Reading steady at 27. Applying the Red Star decal requires precision, ensuring historical accuracy for this 1944 model. Align the track links. Easy now. Okay, the pin is seated. Let's secure it. Track tension is within tolerance.
Electrics look good, connections are solid. We are ready for handover.
We are proud to unveil one of the finest examples of the legendary T485.